All right, so I don't want this channel to become just like a place where I'm complaining about everything, but these are issues that are really important to me and I want to express myself, so I'm gonna just make videos, I guess, when I feel like it. So there's one thing that really bothers me. Sometimes when I talk about like race or the prejudices that Black people face with somebody who's not Black, it doesn't even have to be a white person. Sometimes it's another person of color. Like, sometimes their like knee-jerk response is, that's not real. That doesn't really happen. Oh, that's all just in your head. Nobody thinks like that anymore. You're just too sensitive. I hate that response. That is the worst type of response that you could have, especially when somebody's coming to you and telling you about their traumas. It's just, on the one hand, I think there are some people that are honestly that ignorant, like they really don't know that it happens, and it's so far out of their reality that they can't fathom that it's actually real. So they think, oh, that's not really real, that doesn't really happen, nobody like treats anyone like that, nobody does that. But it's true. And then there are other people that I think are just like, they just don't want to hear it because it makes them uncomfortable, so it's easier for them to just dismiss it and just be like, oh, that's not real, like you're just too sensitive, nobody thinks like that, nobody acts like that, it's just a you problem. Like, that's so rude. It's so rude, and it's so, I don't know, I can't even think of the word that I want to describe what it is, but it's very frustrating, and I'm sure I'm not the only person of color that experiences that. I'm certainly not the only Black woman that experiences that. It's just very frustrating to have to explain this to people and them to just tell you it's not real. And it's, I don't know what it is. I think it's people trying to protect their self-esteem, because to a degree, everyone actually is prejudiced. And I think nobody wants to think that anything they think or anything they say or the way they treat other people is like bad or wrong or hurtful, because that hurts our self-esteem and we don't want to think negatively about ourselves. And I think it's harder to like evaluate yourself honestly and admit that you may think certain things that aren't really, accurate, or you may do certain things that harm other people. It's harder to do that than it is to just like ignore it and pretend it isn't real. But I think people need to talk about these things because it's not going to change if nobody talks about it. It's not something that's just going to magically disappear. And it shouldn't be so uncomfortable to talk about it if you know that you are a better person than that, or you want to be a better person than that, and you want to see people treated better. So yeah, I guess that's it.